Hey everybody, this is Yokono Kid here, and today, today I'm just gonna try out my own take on Multiversal Conquest, you know, Mr. Multiverse's new series. So, yeah, I'm inspired by his videos to make my own videos since, he's definitely not taking requests, so I'm decided, fuck it, I'll just do my own thing and see how this goes. So, I actually thought about it and which type of army, nation, faction, whoever should face up against each other, and here's what I got. So, here's the thing, what if a galactic battle of epic proportions between the Frieza Force from Dragon Ball versus the Green Lantern Corps from DC Comics? So here's the thing, I'm gonna pretty much explain each side more or less to see who I think is gonna win a fight between a galactic battle between these two forces. So the Frieza Force is actually pretty interesting because literally is a massive multi-interstellar sort of coalition of planets all owned by Frieza and his whole family. So with that being said, we got Frieza himself, the galactic tyrant himself, destroyer of worlds, and also pretty much one of the third strongest person in Universe 7. Not gonna lie. Right behind both Goku and Vegeta. So Frieza is definitely. I wouldn't have to explain how powerful he is. You see in the series. Those who see those who are Dragon Ball or anime fans, or just by by happenstance know a little bit of Dragon Ball, should know how powerful and destructive Lord Frieza is. So with that being said, I don't have to explain that further. But he has his multiple forms. He has multiple techniques, including his Planet Buster and all that shit. As well as his both his final form and his golden form. So yeah, this is based off current one as of Dragon Ball Super Broly. So Frieza Force is pretty powerful. It's not as powerful as it used to be because the Ginyu Force isn't around anymore because they're dead. A lot of, if not all of their, pretty much all of their, all the Frieza Force's Saiyan operatives are dead because, he got rid of them. He's like, well, I can't have them kill me then, so, yeah, you get the idea of how the Saiyans died. So, let's just say, for example, if I were to make the ultimate version of the Frieza Force with the Ginyu Force, Frieza, the Saiyan operatives like Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa, and all that stuff, and all the other Saiyan operatives, all of them paired up and facing off against the Green Lantern Corps. The Green Lantern Corps is also a no holds bar, massive coalition of different lanterns from across the DC universe. And not to mention, they're one of the most strong-willed, the most fierce, the most loyal, the most dedicated, decorated, most tactically minded, the most experienced fighters all across the galaxy. So we have Kilowog, Tomare, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz. And not to mention Ganthet, Aliapsa, all the actual Guardians of the Universe, all that plus the actual other lanterns that are even weirder than that, Chip or Mogo, the living fucking planet. So it's gonna be a tough one because the Frieza Force, I mean, to be fair, the Frieza Force doesn't usually kind of deal with other empires or even other forces. I mean, yeah, there's the Space Patrol, but that's kind of dude, Jocko and them is they could barely kind of hold their own against the Frieza Force as it is. Literally, Jocko of the Galactic Patrol basically has to literally call in the help of, hey, Goku, yeah, Frieza's trying to invade a planet. Can you help us with that? Or like, hey, Moro's trying to actually, just eat up planets again. Can you help us with that? Like, they have to recruit, the Saiyans from Earth, Goku, Vegeta, and their families, to more or less, and other Z fighters, to help the Galactic Patrol, to save planets. But with that being said, can the Frieza Force beat the Green Lantern Corps? It depends. I mean, if they got really lucky. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have any chance. I'm just saying that it's gonna be an uphill battle because, I mean, these guys are literally powered by fucking willpower. How exactly they're gonna top that? I mean, yes, they have ki. Well, some of them. I mean, it's not like a lot of the Frieza forces is actually like the top soldiers of their respective planets. Nah, a lot of it is just grunts, just overblown grunts. I mean, there's a Ginyu force, yeah, but like, and also like Zarbon and Dodoria, and also if you count like the Saiyans in that, probably, but that is if you want to count the old Saiyan operatives of the Frieza Force, the frontline Saiyans from the old days of the Frieza Force, back when, before Frieza killed them all. That really depends on which era of the Frieza Force you're looking for. Like, before the time of Goku, around Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball GT, or Dragon Ball GT, not GT, but like, Dragon Ball Super, probably. I don't know. Like, it all depends on how powerful at that moment is the Frieza Force. Like, at their peak, at their strongest, maybe they could take on and give off an air of challenge to the Green Lantern Corps. I mean, if they play the cards right, of course. But, like, the Green Lantern Corps is no fucking joke. At their fullest, they could just almost handle any situation in space. Like, they taken out boatloads of different foes across the whole, they take on new gods, they taken on the Anti-Matter, they have taken on other Lantern Corps like the Sinestro Corps, the Red Lanterns, Larfleeze is his own damn Lantern Corps of his own self. So with that being said, also they even take on other empires, like basically, damn, forget his name. Mongol and Warworld. Yeah, they take on him in the past. And also, like, Despero. Despero himself is also a big challenge, and, he's not exactly as talked about as, like, say, Darkseid or Mongol, but, But with that being said, that's the thing about the Green Lantern Corps. They can literally power through almost any kind of challenge they come across with sheer force of will and determination. That's their whole thing. They're the Green Lantern Corps. They are dedicated to their job of protecting peace. And not to mention, if the Frieza Force decides to just like, okay, let's see, Oa, okay, we want that power source. We definitely want the battery, the main, Green Lantern power battery. So we'll take that by force, sends a couple of Saiyans, Frieza's like, hey, alright, so, Zarbon? Yeah. I need you to send a bunch of our Saiyans to wreck house, more or less, clean house, more or less. Wreck Oa shit, and hopefully we can have another chance at, beating these assholes. And of course, it's like, well, to be fair, can a Saiyan be a Green Lantern? Like a typical Saiyan warrior from the Frieza Force be a Green Lantern? I mean, okay. People get the wrong idea of how the typical Saiyan, how strong they are, because they're not like Goku, Vegeta. They're the exceptions. They've been around a long time now, and they have exceeded all expectations of what a Saiyan could be. So the typical Saiyan kind of fell short. I mean, outside of like use the awesome power of the Ozaru form, they're kind of they probably will get their asses kicked. Like, imagine, like, basically, like, Kilowog was like, okay, monkey boys, time to wreck some shit. And literally is like, oh shit, I just figured this out. Their power comes in their transformations. All we need to do is cut their tails off. I was like, seriously? Is that easy? Yeah, let's beat these poozers. So, with that being said, I'm guessing that a lot of the elite Green Lanterns can guess how the Saiyans could work, and it's like, all right, let's kill him fast and kill him quick. So with that being said, like, I mean, to be fair, like, Green Lanterns don't usually kill. Like, that's not really, I mean, they can under certain circumstances, but like, when it comes to these guys, like, I imagine like the Green Lanterns themselves are like, all right, some sort of trade federation is trying to kill us. All right, let's just see how this goes, and let's just, see what they're capable of, and then we wreck their shit. So imagine like Hal Jordan's like, oh yeah, and one last thing, I cannot talk today. Hal Jordan versus Frieza. Imagine like Hal Jordan's like, so you're the fearless and terrifying Lord Frieza, huh? You're not exactly as terrifying as I thought you'd be. I was like, is this hairless monkey try to... Are you fucking kidding me? So, like, he will definitely pose... Like, Frieza will definitely pose a challenge to, like, Hal Jordan and all the human Green Lanterns. And probably give them a pretty good fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Frieza, if he steps in the ring, all bets are off because, like, he's, like, the most powerful motherfucker there. And he's like... So, we're essentially fighting a Darkseid knockoff that's almost as powerful as Darkseid. Pretty much. It was like, okay, alright, line them up, guys. Line them up, guys. So I was like, yeah, so it's all, for my money, I'm betting on the Green Lanterns on sheer experience, willpower, manpower, and, well, let's just say, a lot of things could go right with them, more so than the Frieza Force. Because if Goku and his Rat Attack team of Z-Fighters can literally beat Frieza at his own game, like going onto a planet, wreck shit. So if they could do that, of course, like the actual like Green Lantern Green Lantern Corps could definitely do that. So yeah, that's kind of like my whole multiversal conquest of Frieza Force versus Green Lantern Corps. So, needless to say, that's kind of like my own rendition of Multiversal Conquest. So, alright, so, hope you all like this, and tell me what you think about this in the comments below, and I'll see you next time, guys. This is Okinawa Kids, signing out.